PTSD got me waking up at 3 a.m. Blood shaking, fighting ghosts that only I could feel again. Memories like broken glass embedded in my soul. I was bleeding out internally, couldn't make myself feel whole. The doctors gave me pills and said this'll help you go cold, but medication master one without giving me true hope. I was empty inside, running on an empty tank, till I stumbled to the cross and fell upon the rock who sank into my sorrow. Held me close when I was at my worst. His blood washed over every scar and quenched my inward thirst. Now I'm standing on the mountain, heavy climbing through the caves. He lifted me from Lazarus' grave. He and moments able to save. They don't understand the warfare goes inside my head. The voices tell me I'm useless, said I'm better off dead. But I reject those lying spirits in the name of Christ the King. Every thought that tries to conquer me, I submit it's meant to him. The battlefield is mental, that's what battles really won. I was fighting with weapons, first I picked up heaven's gun. Now my mind is being renewed, transformed from the inside out. No man died in bad waters, that's what faith is all about. I used to dread the morning sun, now I wake up praising God. Every breath I take is borrowed time. I'm walking in the light that flows from Calvary's hell where the innocent blood and died for me. So I can take my chains and trade it for freedoms on my soul and finally be free. I remember when Manus had me trapped inside those walls, white skins, white jackets, saints run all the calls. They asked me how I felt, now I sit empty as a shell. But God was working in the silence, things I couldn't yet go tell. He was planting seeds of healing in the soul of my despair. Watering them with his mercy, pulling away the compare between who I was and who I'm becoming. Up in the slight difference is the Savior who turned my darkness up into bright. I went from suicidal thinking evangelist outreach. Now I'm planting seeds of hope to every soul that Jesus teaches. The same hands that once were shaking now are raised up in the air, declaring that the God of all comfort truly does care. Heaven on earth look different than the fire and the brimstone preached. It was the prison of my mind, the lessons that I couldn't teach about God's redeeming power. When you're down to your last breath, when you're giving up on living and you're staring straight at death, but death couldn't hold me captive. Resurrection power rose, break every chain that held me, healing on my wounded soul. Now I'm walking in authority, I'm speaking storms, obey the name of Jesus is the weapon that I use to clear the way. Through anxiety and depression, through the remnants of my past, every stronghold that's remaining, I'm demolishing it.